Hey, what is going on today, guys? So today we are going to be ranking all the bearings that I've skated, and a lot of bearings that I have skated on both my channels have been repeat bearings. So this isn't going to be a detailed video of every bearing that I've skated, but most in general, just a lot of the bearings that I have skated. But yeah, other than that, let's get into ranking them, and yeah, see what happens. And so first and foremost, the bearing to kind of compare every other bearing to is the Bones Reds bearings. Those are kind of like the standard, and those rank at silver on my channel because they're the average bearing and they are the most common bearing that most everybody uses. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're kind of basing everything off of. So yeah, other than that, let's get into the video and yes, see what happens. So first and foremost, at the very bottom of wood tier, which I'm impressed to even call these bearings, and I actually have a prime example of them, are these plastic bearings from Five Below. And yeah, so these rank at wood. Not a whole lot to say about them. They're not even hardly really bearings, but yeah, they're just these little plastic bits that they stick in the wheels to kind of make them look whole, I guess. But the second you take apart the wheels or take the wheels off the axle, these fall out and you can't even roll down the street without them melting. And believe have a thumbnail in here where they just got decimated from me skating them. But yeah, other than that, on to the next one. All right, so next up on the list are the Amazon cheapest bearings, the Temu bearings, and the Wish bearings. All of these rank in the kind of bronze kind of portion of everything where they're kind of not really great. They don't last very long, but they're manageable. They're just barely below average, where the longevity of these bearings definitely is questionable because I've had certain Wish.com bearings either last really, really long or not long at all, especially after I have cleaned them. They definitely don't really seem to last all that long, like whatsoever. And yeah, so they can range anywhere from a few months to a few days. And the Amazon cheapest bearings, they feel like just generic bearings, but just slightly lesser quality. But yeah, definitely all three of those bearings rank in the bronze, where they are passable but not great. They could use a lot of improvement. But yeah, and then I would say just above those three are going to be generic bearings, which are going to be something that either looks like this or most commonly probably something that looks like this. Those also rank in bronze, but yeah, so yeah, the generic bearings kind of rank slightly higher than the cheaper bearings, but a little bit better in quality and a little more of a better deal, especially when you consider that both the generic bearings are $10 and they just last so much longer than something that you would either get off Temu or the cheapest Wish or the cheapest Amazon bearings. But yeah, those are definitely going to rank just slightly above them, yeah, the Temu or the Wish or the cheapest off Amazon, because while the cheapest ones are serviceable, there's still a lot of room for improvement. These get close. The generic bearings definitely do get a lot closer than the stuff off Temu and Wish, but still not quite there. So yeah, other than that, on to the next one. All right, and so in the silver category, up first are the Braille bearings that I had skated once before, and I skated these a long time ago before all the drama with Braille went down, and these actually ended up being really good bearings. I believe these were $15, so slightly cheaper than Bones Reds or most other generic bearings. And yeah, so definitely a really good price and a really good deal, but I wouldn't buy these again just because a lot is happening with Braille. And but yeah, other than that, on to higher up in the tier list on silver. But yeah, higher up on the silver tier list is your Bones Reds, Bronson G2s, and the Shark Wheels bearings. And I was actually quite pleasant to see Shark Wheels had a set of bearings with spacers built in, which was quite nice, which they did roll quite comparable to the Bones Reds and the Bronson G2s. And definitely were some of my this is where some of my favorite bearings lie. And definitely Bones Reds are a great deal and they last forever and they're really easy to maintain, especially if you get a cleaning kit that I have it somewhere. But yeah, you can get a cleaning kit, oil them up, and they will last forever. And yeah, these are just kind of where some of the best bearings lie, like your Bronson G2s, like I previously mentioned, and yeah, your Bones Reds skateboard bearings. So yeah, on to the gold tier. All right, and so at gold tier, the Bronson Raws are up first. They definitely roll very, very fast, and they make it super easy to maintain them with the shieldless design. And straight out of the package, they are super fast, super dependable, and they last a lot longer than any of the generic bearings, which I would hope for. I believe these are about 45-ish dollars, which definitely is a bit steep for bearings, but yeah, definitely worth it for the price point, especially for what you get. The only issue that I have with Bronsons is they don't ever seem to hold their speed very well, which I feel like you have to maintenance them a lot more than you would like Bones Reds. So that's why a lot of Bones Reds do kind of, in my opinion, rank a little bit higher than most other bearings, as you don't have to maintenance them as much. But yeah, the Bronson Raws, definitely really great. A lot of people rave about these. And yeah, definitely really great bearings for the price. But at the very top, very tippy top of gold tier would be the Bone Swiss bearings. They're competition grade. They're almost nearly perfect for everything. I use them in almost every single one of my boards. And yeah, they got a blue shield. They last for eternity. Still have yet to try ceramics, so if I get a chance to try ceramics, maybe I'll update this list to have ceramics in there, and maybe they'll rank platinum. But yeah, other than that, that is just kind of a quick overview and a quick overview of what I would rank all the bearings that I've skated on this channel. But yeah, other than that, don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.